everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. In today's video, we're going to be doing a haul video of all of the items that I picked up during the fall Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I think I did mention it in a video. I don't know if it was Get Ready With Me. Somewhere I mentioned that I wasn't buying a whole lot of items and I might be around a dozen. I'm looking around the table. I might have a few more than a dozen, but not too many. I could link in the description bar down below, I think, or maybe in a card, my first go around with Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I bought something almost every single day. Like, I think I might have bought something every day. Yeah. But this is what I bought during the fall 2019 Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. All right, where do I start? I actually don't have a lot of items. I do have a story to tell, however. So I live on a cul-de-sac, or a circle. If you're not familiar with what cul-de-sac means. I live on a circle. There's only, a big circle in front of my house, and then there's like 4 houses on this circle. And my house was built about 20 years ago, and the street was named with the name, and it had, 1 letter in it, but you could also spell it with 2 letters of the same letter, okay? And the street sign has 1 of these letters, but the mailing address that the USPS uses has 2. It is what it is. It wouldn't be a major issue, except that every once in a while, depending on the shipping company, they will deliver my deliveries to the wrong address. And here's what happened. There is a farm. Yes, I live in central Pennsylvania. There are farms all around the area. Yes, there is a farm about 1.5 miles to 2 miles from my house. There's a main street that goes in front of the farm. Their driveway goes back off of the main street, and for some reason, sometime, I think it's only within like the last 5 or 6 years, they decided to have their driveway officially named the same street name as mine. Yeah. So I live on something court, and they named their driveway something court. Now, depending on the mapping app that you use, if you use 1T, you won't find my house. It won't take you to my house. It will say that it doesn't exist. If you use 2 T's like USPS uses, you will find my house. But if you use one mapping tool, I think it might be Apple Maps. I think Google Maps takes you to my house. MapQuest takes you to my house. Anything that uses USPS addressing brings you here. If you use Apple Maps and put in my house number and then the house next to mine, it takes you to the farm. Long story short, too late, my very first order during 21 Days of Beauty showed up at the farm, and I was like, oh my gosh. I contacted the shipping company. They were like, we'll look for it. May not find it, but we'll look for it. And then I called Ulta, and to their credit, their customer service was fantastic. They were like, don't worry about it. We will replace your shipment. We're going to ship it out to you. No big deal. And they did. So some of these items I ended up getting doubles of, because a week and a half later, literally, this was my first order back in the beginning of Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So I think I bought it on maybe the 4th or 5th. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at which day I bought it. The owner of the farm decided to deliver my box to me on the 20th of September. So like 2 weeks later. Yeah. It doesn't happen often, but every once in a while. It happened this time. It happened with an order from Chewy. If you're familiar with Chewy.com, we buy our dog food from there, and it happened with them one time. UPS gets it to us every time. USPS gets it to us every time. They started using this thing called Laser Ship, and that's who delivered it wrong this time. And we've had FedEx deliver things incorrectly as well. Anyway, long story short, I have a couple of doubles, and I'm going to be taking some of them back because of that. So I'm going to start with, I have no primer. I'm going to start with the foundation, because I did buy 2 foundations. One of them is this one right here. This is the Smith & Colt Veiled Threat Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. I got it in the shade 100 Neutral. This was one of the items that was in my delivery that I got a double on. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a try, make sure that the shade matches me, and I might return both of them if the shade doesn't match, or I will just return one of them because I got doubles. The other item that I picked up was the Lancome Skin Feels So Good. This is just the skin tint, right? Yeah, hydrating skin tint. I'm afraid that that's not going to match. This is in the lightest shade, 10C Cool Porcelain. That's actually looking really orange for a cool undertone. I'm gonna have to give that a try as well. And you know, if they don't match, I will return them. That's one thing that I will return. I don't typically return makeup, but foundations and concealers, if they won't work for me, I will typically return those. All right, moving on. I did pick up one item here. This is the Kopari Coconut Oil Lip Gloss. It's a balm. I mean, it's a balm. It says lip glossy, but it's a balm. I picked this up because of Jessica Braun, Jam Beauty 89. She got this like accidentally in an order one time, and she has raved about it. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to buy it. So just this, the original coconut oil, the one, they have a couple of flavors, I think, but this was the only one that went on sale. It was like a special edition for the day or whatever. So I picked that up 50% off. I did get one ABH brow definer in taupe. I think I have this already, but it's in blonde. So I picked one up in taupe. They were on 50% off. All right, moving on. Where do I want to go next? Let's go here next. They had the Bare Minerals concealers on sale. I've never tried a powder concealer. I thought it would be interesting to give it a try. I picked up the shade Bisque, which I believe is the lightest shade, and I'm very concerned that it's not going to work for me because it's very, I'll hold it up to show you. And then I also picked up the one that's called Well Rested, which is supposed to be more of a topping powder for like a cream foundation or a cream concealer. But I'm not sure if that's going to focus enough for you to see the shades. The Well Rested one is almost like a banana powder, and then the Bisque shade is it looks very red to me. But again, these two came in the order that they got doubled, so I'm going to drop them. But I have two of each of these. Again, I'm going to try out the shades. The Well Rested one I think will be just fine. But the Bisque one, I'm very concerned that it's not going to work for me because of how like red it is. So I will try that out, and if it doesn't work, I'll just return both of those you know, just take the one that I didn't open back and take the one that I did open back because the shade doesn't work. Like I said, those are the only makeup. That's the only makeup that I will return that you know. Unless it's like I've had issues sometimes where I get things that are broken. Like I've gotten eyeshadow palettes that are broken, that kind of thing. I got two eyeliners. I got one from Dose of Colors. Their eyeliners were on 50% off as well. I got it in the dark brown shade. I don't think of all the eyeliners I have, I don't think I have a dark brown. Not that I can remember, at least. So, I mean, I probably should look in my collection and find out. But I wanted to try their eyeliner formula, and I picked up the dark brown one rather than the black one. So there's that. And then the other thing that I picked up that I have been wanting to try, and I almost picked it up on a 20% off, like when I have a 20% off coupon, which Ulta does send out a couple of times a year, was the Vamp Stamp. Now, the only reason why I haven't picked it up before, I think this was on sale for 50% off at one time before. The only one that was on sale though was the Kitten. So it's just like a really small wing. I stink at wing liner. I'm very bad at it. And I've seen other people use this and love it. I think Stephanie Nicole actually did a video where she was like, I love it, I love it, I love it. I use it every time. And then I also saw somebody else. I can't remember off the top of my head who else it was. But I figured I would go ahead and give this a try, even though it's the Kitten, and I wanted to get like the small, the one that was a little bit bigger, or the medium. Whichever one was a little bit bigger than this one, I wanted to get. But that one wasn't 50% off, just the Kitten was. So I decided to go ahead and pick that up to give it a try. Because if I don't like it, I would be really upset that I, you know, paid for an entire full price for it. All right, lips. I have 3 items. The Buxom Plump Line lip liners were on sale, 50% off, and I got mine in code red. I do have 2 others of these. I have one that I got in a beauty box, which is a nude shade, and then I have one that's in a dark red shade that I do wear as well. So like I said, this is code red. Cloak and Dagger is the other red one that I have that I do enjoy. But this is a nice lip liner. If you've never tried them, I would say, you know, especially if they go on 50% off again, I would say it's worth giving it a look. And then MAC had 2 shades that they put, just 2 shades that were 50% off. One was Cream in Your Coffee and the other one was Diva. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick these 2 up. This one is Cream in My Coffee, which is like a brown nude. Yeah. And then the other one is Diva, which is like a super vampy red, which 19-year-old Jessica loved this shade. Yeah. It's a super vampy red. Can you guys even see that? That's the shade of lipstick that I wore when I was 19. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I get all the feels of being young again. I'm going to get that. So I got those 2. Like I said, it was only these 2 shades that were 50% off, not their entire line. So I picked those 2 up. They had a special like edition at the end where they added their MAC Fix Plus scented sprays. If you guys have watched any of my other videos here recently, I have mentioned that the lavender scent is my favorite Fix Plus scent. I have a bottle that I purchased, I think in spring or maybe last fall. It was on, they had the full size on 50% off. So I did buy another one then, but since it is my favorite scent, I decided to go ahead and pick up another one because if, you know, I use it, you know. All right, a couple more makeup things, and then I have my non-makeup things. So I did pick up the Zoeva Caramel Melange Shadows. I haven't pulled it out of the package yet. This one I think was only like a 40% off. This was in like their Hot Buys section. And I've been wanting to try the Zoeva brand and I haven't just yet. So this is the one that I decided to go ahead and pick up. It is more of like a neutrally shaded palette that you can use. And this one was actually one of the items that was in the box and I got a double. So I'm actually going to go ahead and give away the backup of this, the second one of this, rather than return it to Ulta. Is that a horrible thing to do? I don't know. Is that bad? Tell me in the comment section if that's bad. If it's not bad, I'm gonna give it away. Either way, I'll just donate the money to charity. That item is that the cost of this item. I'll donate that to charity. But I'm gonna give the one that I got. Why am I putting it back in the plastic? I'm gonna put the second one that I got away to you guys. So I'm gonna do it right here in this video right now. If you would like to win the Zoeva Caramel Melange palette that I got the second one of, I'm not going to do the other duplicates because they're all like skin tone specific. This one is not. If you want to win this, let me know once I'm done. Let me know in the comment section down below what items or what your favorite item was from the 21 Days of Beauty, or just let me know that you didn't pick anything. Now this is going to be just for my subscribers, so if you're not subscribed, hit that red subscribe button. I do double check that the person is a subscriber when I do pick the person, but I will use a random comment picker, so it'll be completely random. So yeah, hit that like button for this video, put a comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed because that is who is going to win this palette. Like I said, I think it's pretty. And, you know, they sent me out another one because the stupid delivery service messed up. But that is what that looks like. So if you would like to win, do those couple of things. Hit the red subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave me a comment down below what your favorite item was from 21 Days of Beauty. And then the last makeup item I picked up was the Too Faced Natural Eyes. I've never had one of these. And I know this is like the replacement, like they had an older version, like they had an original version that they put out and then they like reformulated it or something and they put out this newer version. So yeah, I did not get the matte one. I got the straight up natural eyes one. So there are mattes in here, but that's what it looks like. And like I said, they had another one that was just mattes. And I was like, no, I don't want just mattes. I wear shimmers. Every time I wear makeup, I wear shimmers. So I didn't want just a matte one. So that's the end of the makeup portion of this video. I did get a couple of things that were not makeup. I do have a Clarisonic, so I picked up 2 brush heads. I got the charcoal one and the Daily Radiance one. Those are the 2 brush heads I picked up because they were 50% off. I have several of those. I picked up 2 of the Beauty Blender Solid Cleansers. I love this stuff. This stuff works fantastically. I know that you can get like, what, hotel bar soap. I think I saw a Nikki tutorial say hotel bar soap is like the best soap to use on your brushes. I don't often go to hotels enough to be able to pick up a bunch of hotel bar soap, so I picked up these. I use that and the Beauty Blender liquid cleanser. I use them both. And then this, I also picked up 2 of these. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge moisturizer. My skin got super dry last winter, and this was the only thing that really worked for me. So they only had the small bottle on sale, and I actually have a big bottle of this that I'm using right now. So this is the the Moisture Surge. So I do enjoy this moisturizer quite a bit, actually. So that is my entire haul from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty from fall 2019. Again, if you want to win the second Zoeva Caramel Melange palette, again, make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below. I will leave this open for 1 week. Please make sure there's some way for me to contact you. I've been having issues with YouTube. If I respond to a comment, people aren't getting alerted that I responded to them. So make sure you give me your Instagram handle or your email address so that I can contact you, because if I can't contact you, I can't get your address to send it out to you. So that is my entire haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you can be entered into winning the eyeshadow palette, and leave me a comment down in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!